Hello everyone, we are in Bangkok, the capital city of Thailand, and I'm going to show you some of the best things that you can do in this city.
Bangkok became the capital of Siam, as Thailand was previously known in 1782. It offers you nightlife, street food, culture, and above all, something that's really popular here, but something I'm a bit less keen in.
One of the things that you might want to do when you are in Asia or in Bangkok, if you're really into it, is visiting one of those massive, gigantic shopping malls. We're now centralwOrld, which was the biggest shopping mall here for a long time in Thailand, and it is massive. I'll try to show you around just for one floor how big it is, but it has over 500 stores of things, and I don't know, it's just too big for me to handle.
So how many times bigger if you compare this shopping mall to Westfield?
I think Westfield, with a bit of luck, squeezes into one floor, maybe half floor of this building. One floor, but if you stretch it out, there are a lot of things here going up. Westfield barely has any shops nowadays. Okay, even if you say 2 floors, this has 7 floors full, so it's 3.5 times bigger. And then you have IconSiam, which we might visit as well, and that is 7,000 shops, and that's built in 2018, and I can't even imagine how big that would be. And someone is very happy of seeing that, so yeah, maybe not for me, but if you are into shopping malls and Asian stuff and all that kind of stuff, yeah, it's massive.
So Bangkok has over 200 shopping malls. At Siam Square alone are already 12 shopping malls, where you can find luxury goods, more ordinary stuff, or even a place where you can either find cheap affordable products in Platinum Fashion Mall or fake products in MBK Shopping Mall.
But again, it confirms that women or girls are crazy, because a certain fashion brand that I won't pronounce the name, but you can read it there anyway, is having an event tonight with a kind of Thai celebrity coming along around 7 o'clock tonight, and now it's 11 and the girls are already queuing here till 7 tonight to see the launch of a new fashion product announced by a Thai celebrity that I don't know anyway. The thing what I mainly don't understand is that this queuing system apparently works for a way. Like, you don't need to be here to queue. You just put a post-it note on the ground, you tape it on the ground, and then you claim your spot. So for example, here's Nettie. I'm now standing on Nettie's spot for tonight. I really don't understand why this would work. Like, in Europe you would just claim your spot, you don't care about a piece of paper on the ground.
What do you think? Asian girls' passion for idols and celebrities?
I think girls around the world are just the same. I just don't understand girls. To be fair, if you want to have 15 baht, that's 15 baht laying on the ground as well.
But enough about shopping malls for now. Instead, you want to learn about history as well. And there is no better place to do this than at the Grand Palace.
And for 500 baht, you're able in Bangkok to visit the Grand Palace, which is not only a palace, it also contains a temple ground, and that's where you enter this magnificent building of the Emerald of Temple Buddha. But let's explore the whole thing and see and learn about the history about this Grand Palace. When we walk around here, you always learn useless little facts, such as that this palace is built in 1782 by King Rama I, because for whatever reason, he had various reasons, he didn't like the other side of the river. So because of that, he decided to build a grand new palace on this side of the river, 218,000 square meters big. That's what you do when you're rich and you have a lot of money. category quiz time and useless facts, we have another question for you, and that is, how many seasons does Thailand have? I'll give you a little bit of a moment. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. And the answer is 3 seasons, because they have summer, rain season and winter. And the Buddha inside, the Emerald Buddha, has a cloth set for each of these seasons, and they will change it every time a different season started.
Besides the Grand Palace, your ticket also includes entrance to the small museums on site and to the theatre performance that shows you different traditional dances from the different regions in Thailand. It takes place 3 times a day, and there's a free shuttle going from the palace to the theatre. Don't forget to check it out. It only lasts for 30 minutes, but it is very interesting.
Opposite the Grand Palace, you can take a ferry for 5 baht to the Wat Arun temple. And it's a temple where a lot of people take pictures everywhere, dressed up very nicely for taking pictures. But it's the temple of dawn from the Hindu god Wat Aruna, who is often personified as the god of radiation. And that also means here how they build it, that in the early morning, when the first sun touches this beautiful stupa, that there's like a pearly glow coming off of the stupa. But whilst this temple was built in the early 17th century, that stupa was not built till the early 19th century by Rama II and Rama III. To visit the Wat Arun temple, you need to pay 100 baht entrance fee as a foreigner. Thai people go free. We need to contribute to the temple, and for that you will get this piece of bottle of water with your entrance ticket.
Wat Arun is open daily from 8:30 AM till 5:30 PM. It is best to visit it before 10 AM to have the place more for yourself, rather than seeing everyone dressed up and taking pictures of themselves. But is this place worth visiting?
So is 100 baht for Wat Arun overpriced? I would say probably yes. It's a bit on the higher end, and especially if you go to Chiang Mai or even in Bangkok itself, there's so many pretty temples that you can visit by yourself for free that you don't necessarily need to come to Wat Arun. But yes, it's the same as the Grand Palace. It's on all the tourist brochures, on all the tourist lists, so it's hard as a tourist to say, let's skip this one. So Grand Palace, Wat Arun, just because of the pressure of that, because it's on all the lists, you probably would still visit it.
From Wat Arun or the Grand Palace, you can take a boat to some other place that of course Bangkok is known for.
Maybe not the best, but at least the most unique way to get around the riverfront area is to just use the public transport. And what else can that be than by boat? So for example, if you want to go to the palace area to IconSiam, then just take the local boat. It costs you 16 baht, and it's definitely an experience on its own. I said before that centralWorld was big. Well, that was still 2018. Then IconSiam came in. That one has 7,000 shops, and we just entered, and it's crazy what they're doing here. Floating market, like decoration everywhere. There's a small upper floor here. We're now walking to an area later on, and that's even like to mimic this floating market. There are boats laying down, and it's crazy to think about that we came here by boat ourselves, and then when you enter, you have first the Gucci's, the Pradas, the Chanel's.
It's not Prada. It's not Chanel. On the front face is
Cartier.
Was Gucci, Tiffany, and Cartier.
Yes. Yeah, and Hermes, so even more expensive. But
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, well, I don't know much about that, but it's crazy just going on. Like, but here you have the night food stands idea, where you can buy the same ridiculous type of stuff as on the night market, and then an elephant, and then even after this is also crazy. They built a fake temple. Who builds a fake temple in a shopping mall? You can do your worship here. And the prices here on the night market that mimics the night market idea are pretty reasonable. They're even cheaper than the prices that we saw in Chinatown. And then you have here
Are you sure
a very
Chinatown
nice
is that way?
environment. No, it's not that way. Chinatown is that way. To be honest, I really don't know. But the boats Let's see if we can get over here. The boats are over here. It's crazy. And this is just the first floor that we're walking through. Like, I have no idea. This is 7 floors big. I have no idea how big that really is. But 7,000 shops, they should be massive. But we have arrived at the floating market.
Whilst we are in the shopping malls anyway, it is time to try some different food. Food that we can't get in Europe and you have to try when you're in Thailand.
When you're in Thailand, you need to try different food. If it is raw crab, raw shrimp, or, in other words, Duriam. Things that's forbidden to eat in hotel rooms because the smell is too obvious, too present, and I think it's very difficult to get rid of the smell as well. And I've heard it's a kind of love it or hate it thing. This one, it's 159 baht per 100 gram. So this one is, this small little piece is 162 baht. And we already had Duriam ice cream. I really couldn't tell why people love it. I also couldn't really tell why people hate it. But now the real Duriam. Smell slowly starts coming. It's like it takes a while before you start smelling it. So I can't really describe the smell. How would you describe the smell?
Like cheese.
It's not like cheese.
Like goat cheese.
Goat cheese. I don't know. It's like...
It smells like goat cheese mixture with fart.
I must say that makes this Duriam way more attractive now. It's creamy inside. So it's a bit hard on the outside, creamy inside. And the taste. It's a unique taste, but I can't really say I hate it. I can't really say I love it either.
Well, yes, you can try food in the shopping mall indeed. But the much better way is to do this at one of its night markets.
Bangkok has a lot of night markets and one of them is Judd Fair, where we now ordered a spicy shrimp salad where the shrimp are still alive and jumping, and I don't know how I can eat it very fast because I'm afraid when I open this they will jump out. So maybe we'll move to the side here where I can put it on.
Open and close it straight, yeah?
I'm scared. I had the one that was not jumping anymore. But it tastes just crispy. Crispy with a bit of saltiness.
Okay, get one with still jumping then.
And one already escaped the box, but let's try to get... It's very crispy. It's just like it's crispy, a bit salty with vinegar, a bit of soy sauce. It's like yeah, this is a crispy snack and a bit papaya salad. Quite okay.
These shrimps weren't the only thing we tried at this night market.
On Judd Fairs, the famous thing to eat, what people are eating, is chili, rib, soupy thingy. This is the L that we went for, 220 baht. If I knew this size was the L, I would have gone for an M for 150 baht.
But it was too cheap, so we didn't know.
It's too cheap, yeah, no, this is like gigantic. Let me see if I can figure a piece out of the thing. I will eat a piece. It's very soft, very nice. I have to have boiled it for a very long time. And in this way it's not that spicy with all the chili in it. It's very mild. But let me try the soup in itself directly.
Can you use this one?
Yeah. I'll use this one.
Can I have some?
It's kind of vinegar with chili, a lot of chili. Very nice and soft. Difficult to eat, but very, very cheap for 220 baht.
Bangkok has of course also nightlife. One of the areas you can visit is Nana Plaza. This is an 18+ area. No filming allowed, and there are so-called agogo bars. Bars that you can freely enter Drinks are a bit more pricey, but you get a view that you can imagine for 18 plus areas, related to ladies or ladyboys, and sometimes with or without bikini. If you are looking more for a wild going out party night street, maybe visit the following area.
Khao San Road is so overwhelming. It's like if I'm back in Pattaya or Patung in the nightlife. A lot of Western people, not really a lot of locals here, and a lot of marijuana and love gas as well. And people who try to sell you insect as well to eat. The typical tourist traps, that's what you will find on Khao San Road.
Khao San Road was constructed in 1892 and was the main rice street, something you can't recognize anymore. Instead, it just consists of clubs where most of the Western tourists will go. Over 40,000 to 50,000 tourists per day will visit this road in high season. Luckily, we weren't here in high season, but if you need some quiet time there, visit the following area.
Finally some peace after that busyness of Khao San Road where people try to put you in their bar, club, and I don't know, they put all kind of menus in front of your nose. But if you go to the street parallel of it, it's much calmer. There's still live music going on, restaurants where you could eat, and if you walk to the end there, that's where the street food stands start to pop up, and there's a lot of, well, street food stands where you can get some local Thai food, and much more peaceful than the busy Khao San Road.
If you want to do something else in the night, visit Chinatown area. We were here in the last week of September and the vegetarian festival was taking place, which gave a unique insight in the local culture. But even if this isn't taking place, the night market here is just fun to walk through on the main street. It is a very popular place for tourists to visit, so expect higher prices and a lot of foreigners. But they sell some nice food and it is a good introduction when you just arrive in Bangkok. But if you have after all of this still some energy left, maybe visit the following.
I don't know why we're doing this just a day before we are going home, but again, a shopping day in Bangkok, in Thailand. But this time on the world's largest weekend market. Open Saturday, Sunday from 8 in the morning till 6 in the evening, and it's gigantic with stalls from home stuff to like fashion, bags, balls, whatever you can imagine, you can find it here. And it's really gigantic, 15,000 stalls. You really can't explore this in one day. And yeah, of course, you even can get massage here as well.
The weekend market has more than 15,000 stalls, over 11,500 vendors. 200,000 visitors visit this weekend market every weekend. As mentioned, a great place to finish your trip to Thailand.